is Remy Mars, and you're watching The Butt with Sampson.
Hey little gay boys and girls and fag hags and straight boys who sneak and watch my videos and love me too, yeah. So guess what? I'm here in beautiful, hot, and sexy sunny Palm Springs, and I have a special guest for you all today. We have the fabulous and wonderful, one of our favorite adult entertainers. We have Mr. Remy Mars. Welcome on to The Butt.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I so appreciate it. Like, we made this happen. So, okay. So, we got to get right into this. So, I'm heartbroken. I heard you're retiring.
Well, technically, I've been off of camera for quite some time now since...
You've been out of commission.
Yes.
but see, he's out of commission for a good reason. Okay, you know, like we're in Palm Springs right now for the Latino Oasis. When some of these bitches go back to work Monday, they're going to be out of commission because they don't have walls. You're out of commission because you choose to be out of commission.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that. So my first question for you is, how many movies have you done?
It's up in the 200s.
200.
It's up in the 200s. The division between, the start of my work has been like condom porn, condom productions, and then like the end of my work has been, you know, the transition into the bareback and raw. But yeah, it's roughly about, in the 200s.
200s. Wow. Okay, so this is the thing, because a lot of people don't understand that, you know, adult entertainment is an industry. It takes work. It's a craft. And
Not just sex.
it's not just sex. And I tell people like that all the time. A lot of people look at comedy and go, oh, I can do that. Okay. So with it, like, I mean, you create a catalog of work, right? So when you go and you pick up a DVD, or, you know, you go onto one of the websites, and hopefully you bitches are subscribing and paying at least $4.99 to look at porn. Cheap bitches. When you look at porn, there are names of porn like Bust It Wide Open, or The Walls Came Tumbling Down, or whatever. If I did a video, mine would be called Paying the Rent, okay? Do you have a video that's out that has absolutely been like your best piece of work? What would that be?
I would say a lot of the work that I did with the late Marvin Jones of Chocolate Cream, I feel like some of my best work has come out of that. I feel like if it wasn't for him, there would be no Remy Mars. So I definitely appreciate that. So, you know what I did last summer, that's always going to be my baby, that's always going to be a favorite. The last production, you know what I did last summer? Yes, I'm the little twink boy on the cover.
That sounds like something my ex should have starred in. That scandalous motherfucker. But, you know, I know you know what I did last summer.
And Remy's Raw and Reloaded. That's another favorite of mine. I cherish that one. But also, I can't forget There's Something About Remy. That was my freshman DVD. So I can always appreciate that one. So, I mean, there's quite a few. There's quite a few in my repertoire that's very dear to me. I would say anything that I did with Hot Rod. You guys all know him. You know, the infamous, fabulous Hot Rod. That's always been some of my greatest piece of work, and he's always been something that I've always looked forward to working to. I know every time we work together, it's going to be magic.
Y'all create masterpieces. I like the whole, like, actual masterpieces. I'm not talking about masterpieces like you bitches who don't fleet, okay? Painting Mona Lisas. I'm talking about, let's be real. I'm just talking about creating a masterpiece that you look at and you go, wow, that was very beautifully done. Now, I didn't intend to ask you this. You've probably been asked this a million times, but how did you get into adult entertainment?
It was never planned. As a kid, I mean, I've been watching, you know, the little plastic VHS set of my dad since
You would sneak and watch your dad's VHS.
Oh yeah.
Because I would look at like porn, right? And you remember when the static would be on the. So we had like cable. This is back when you had like 12 channels on cable, right? And it was Spice Channel, and so it was really staticky, but a nipple would pop through every now.
Every now and again you'll feel that.
So you used to sneak and
I used to sneak. My dad used to have. That's when they didn't have the covers on. It was just in the little plastic boxes and just had the little titles. But yeah, Heather Hunter, Rose Royce, just to name a few. So yeah, I was watching that since I was like 5. And then I also knew I'll be famous for something. I'll be known for something. I'm not gonna say Remy Mars is the end all be all for me. I hope not.
Because I love Remy Mars.
I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I try. But yeah, I was contacted by this organization, this group. They were called The Untouchables. They ran Freak Dorm out of Philadelphia.
The Untouchables?
The Untouchables.
That sounds like a praise team down at the Church of God in Christ. But okay. Okay.
But I was contacted by them, Peanut Untouchable. I did my first work with them. He ended up introducing me to Marvin Jones, and it's been history from there. I've been fortunate enough to have a long career, a long-lasting career, and develop the popularity that I have. So I'm very fortunate. I'm humble for that as well.
Absolutely, because you, Giovanni, Tiger Tyson, I noticed that you all didn't just do it. You all created empires doing it.
And I like to appreciate it.
And a lot of things is because you can look at it a lot of different ways. For some it's a career, for some it's a job, but I know you have experiences. What's the craziest experience you've had on set? Because mine, he just watched me perform here in Palm Springs. The craziest one that I've had, the craziest experience that I've had so far was the fat bitch who threw a daiquiri at me. That show was interesting. And then I did a show, the Ku Klux Klan came out to the show. But like working on set, what have been the craziest, what's the craziest experiences? Like, did you get somebody who didn't prepare to come to work or whatever?
Oh, we get a lot of those.
Are you serious?
But I would say the most.
Do they get written up? You know, like you come to work.
They're gonna get written, but it's a lot of stop and go. I'll say that. We have to do a lot of stop and go. But the crazy experience, it was a scene where I was topping, because I'm versatile in my work. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I thought the boy was coming, but you just have this spring of just urine coming up all over me. I'm just like, well, damn.
Are you into this?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
For a couple dollars, that costs extra. No, that would have freaked me out.
It was surprising, but it shot up in my face, and then we had to cut it. It's just something I just think some people, when you hit that spot,
they go crazy.
And he was just used to it. Like, it's something he regular. I was like, well, you could have warned me or something, let me know something up front. But other than that, I would say that's probably the crazy experiences that I had.
Wow.
Which would probably be surprising considering how long I've been doing this. But yeah.
And you've seen a lot of people come and go. Who has been your, who do you like working with the most? Because you mentioned Hot Rod.
Hot Rod, he's always going to be number one. And usually you can tell the people who I like working with the most because I have usually more than one scene with them. So I would say Hot Rod, Drill has always been a favorite. Me and Rock, we've done some great work. I know everybody remember the Little Lambs, the balcony railing scene. Mind you, that was all improvised. But also Dream. I don't know if a lot of people remember Dream, but I'm sure y'all do. He's been a pleasure to work with. Cannon. I mean, Envy, he's a favorite of mine. He's actually down here as well, so I actually got a chance to see his show with his boyfriend.
Wow.
So yeah, there's quite a few.
Well, what about beef? Because I know, like working in any industry, you can have beef. Me personally, we had a conversation about this. Me personally, I had a beef a long time ago with this character named Chase Cox. Now, since he wanted to go there with me, looking at his videos is kind of like watching a Save the Children commercial. It's just, you look at them top and the bottom and you wait for flies to fly around them. You want to get your credit card out and send them $2.99 a month.
I can't because Chase, I love you, Chase Cox.
That's him. This is me. He tweeted me some years ago and I still hold that grudge, motherfucker. Who have you had beef with?
That's one thing in my career I wanted to stay away from. Although there are, I say when social media came about, it will be the fans and the audience, the viewers who will pin us against each other. A lot really came from, I know once upon a time it used to be between me and Trap Boy.
Yes.
But honestly, we're cool. We're very tight. I appreciate him. He appreciates me. I think he's established himself, although he did quit prematurely, but he made a name for himself. And I just think it's healthy competition between all of us. Because at the end of the day, it's all love. We're all in the same boat. We're all doing the same thing. And we understand something amongst each other that nobody else can get. So that makes us family. And I will always appreciate him for the work that he did, for the drive that he's given me to do better and exceed. So honestly, I can't say I've ever had any boo. It's all love. I appreciate all the dudes in the game, even the newcomers that's out there. Shine bright. Don't get caught up in the Twitter wars, the back and forth, because at the end of the day, I'm not better than you, you're not better than me, but we are presenting something that's different, and we just hope that the viewers appreciate it.
This is a very big question that I'm about to ask. A bit complicated, but of course, barebacking and raw sex has created a large discussion in our community. How much do you think porn impacts people using condoms or not using condoms, and how can, adult models contribute to those conversations around safe sex practices, PrEP, and all those different things?
And, that's definitely a serious question, a very interesting question. I just feel as adults we do have to take our own personal responsibilities for ourselves. It can't be the whole, monkey see, monkey do attitude. And yes, what we do is, but we do put that disclaimer, that discretion, not the whole don't try this at home, but you need a level of responsibility for yourself, and that's what at least we like to bring to the table. Contrary to popular belief, there are the studios who don't really enforce, to get tested and all that stuff, but I feel like as a model and for the protection of yourself, the protection of your co-star, and just your overall reputation, that's something you want to do for yourself. You want to know what your partner has. Not really going into their whole personal details, but leave that up to the producer to link you up with somebody, and who wouldn't pair you with somebody who, has something serious that can affect you as well.
Right.
So you have to go with that trust, but I just like to take the responsibility for myself, so I know that I'm comfortable, I know that my partner can be comfortable, and that the studio's reputation can be comfortable, because, it is a stigma. I mean, it is a serious thing that we have going on out here. And for the young viewers that we have, and even for the young entertainers that we have coming into this industry, you just need that self-awareness and that responsibility that you have to have for yourself and for the people that you're working with. Because, it is a serious thing. HIV isn't the stigma that it once was, but it's still there. And that stigma is still there.
What about, and this is the thing, because I respect y'all so much.
I appreciate that.
You have saved quite a few people from sleeping with the wrong person. I mean, any adult, and you can just go, you can type it in what you want to see, and it's like you get off, and it's like you say, oh, I didn't need to call my ex back again, or whatever. And I'm sure a lot of people are legit fans of your work. And now you're stepping away now, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for Remy Marge?
I have an appreciation and affinity for film, especially the era of German Expressionism. I love the whole noir film era. That's just a big favorite of mine. So I am in film school. I'm actually in the process of just finishing that. It's been a long road. It's been a very long road, but I'm going to get there. I just appreciate the industry and just having the creativity to present a product and just showing it to viewers that they can appreciate, that they can take something from. I have no plans or goals to really become big or be the next Aaron Spelling or, what may have you, but as long as I can put a product out there that someone can take something from, that's all that matters to me. And that's really pretty much all I can say. I can't say where the rest of my life is going to head me, or what I can do, or what's next for me even, but I know the path that I want to go, and as long as I have put forth the effort, the determination, and the drive, I feel I can get anywhere.
What political issue are you most passionate about right now?
Political issues, I try not to get involved in politics, and I feel like with everything that's going on with Trump and all that stuff, because I've been intrigued with what's going on with Syria and that whole, and everything that's going on with that, so that's pretty much got my attention. I don't want to say, I try not to get involved in politics, and I don't want to say he is the best, candidate that we have for president, and whether you love him, hate him, I feel like it's the football team. You may have a captain that you don't agree with, that you do not stand for, but we are all a team, and we have to have that unity. At the end of the day, unity. And as much as it's probably
the devil is a lie. I'm not getting behind the motherfucking Donald Trump.
It's probably going to pay you, but we have to have his back. I know. Please don't rip me to shreds, but in a sense, we have to.
He's retiring.
We have to support.
He bumped his head.
We have to support.
He bumped his head doing one scene.
But I will say this: I don't know what he's doing, and I don't know if he's
gonna kill us all.
I do feel like he's gonna get us all.
And I think he watches your movies.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. One of the things that I've heard. I heard he's a client out there.
Oh, funny. How can we keep in contact with Remy?
With Remy, everyone knows me on Twitter, the Remality, Remality. Also on Facebook at JJamel. So that's the best way. I'm sorry, I do not have Instagram. I'm so sorry about it.
Like it's not 2017.
I know, but I feel like
as
soon as I get it, there's gonna be a new thing, and I just can't keep up. I'm getting too old.
Well, open up a Christian Mingle account. Well, Remy, we love you and we appreciate you.
I love you too,
and thank you for taking the time to share where you're at and what you're doing, and I'm rooting for you.
Y'all see this beautiful chocolate skin? Y'all see this? I can only wish. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for tuning into The Butt. Please share, subscribe, all that stuff, and support beautiful black folks who are doing things in our community. See you next time.